So a group of people planned your downfall, and they're still waiting. They're still waiting for you to fall. Okay? Something has expired. Something was supposed to happen within that new moon eclipse energy before the next full moon. Somebody swore on everything. In fact, they put their bloodline on the line and swore that you would fall by a certain time, date, based on energy that they sent out to you. I heard the universe say, well, it's safe to say, or maybe not for them, that they're still waiting. They don't really know what that means. Because when you send energy out, we know energy doesn't die, it simply transforms or is transferred. Now, because this downfall was not something that your life could resonate with based on how your journey, your birthright, your destiny, your new found oath with the divine, your commitment is set up, somebody is still waiting. Why? Because they're like, well, where exactly did the energy go? This is the question. It's a mystery. You're a mystery to them. Somebody did some spell work and they're trying to figure out where if we sent you this big grand downfall, where exactly did the energy go? This is what they want to know. And the fact of the matter is they're still waiting because either they're bracing for the backfire, anticipating the return to sender, or something like that. I feel like you got a lot of people looking over their shoulders that are very nervous because where exactly did the energy go? Where did the entity go? What happened? What's going on? So you got a lot of people in confusion about something that they sent out intentionally to hurt you. And if it didn't hit you, and if you've not taken a fall, if your downfall has not been witnessed by these people who are trying to find out what you got going on, then there's a big mystery here to be solved, or maybe not. Listen, welcome to Spiritual Court TV. Come on in. If you're new, I'm glad to have you. If you're returning back, I am so glad that you came back. Come on in here, y'all. Listen, spiritual disclaimer. These readings are not meant to hurt, harm, with intention to send out negative energy, but to simply use these readings by way of accountability. They either resonate with you or they do not. And if they do, then now you got a great responsibility to your higher self to adhere to the terms and conditions about what's been revealed. Maybe you will decide to do something differently, and maybe you're open to heal, or maybe you're not. Listen, it's totally up to you. We all have free will. Listen, welcome to the age of Aquarius. Transparency, it's a lot of fun. We're being called to humanitarianism. So let's see what's going on. Holy Spirit, Divine Mother. My higher self. Who are these people? They're confused. They don't know what's going on. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Somebody's watching the clock. Okay, this says delay and or procrastination, something like that. What's going on with that? Okay, somebody is waiting. We sent you this downfall. We sent you a really big, nasty ball of energy. And if it didn't return back to us, this is what they're saying. I'm speaking on behalf of the people, whoever they are, as I channel their energy respectfully. You know, there's no disrespect needed. We don't need to get ugly. You know, that's what the ancestors are saying. The star in the 10 of cups. Oh man, somebody was anticipating for a star to fall from grace. Somebody with the royal bloodline. Did they know this? Did they know that they were attacking a star and a high vibrational energy by way of their bloodline? Spirit says maybe not, maybe so, maybe not. Okay, clarify. They were anticipating a downfall. Now these people are confused. The 2 of cups. Okay. Something about 2 by 2, 4 by 4, 8 by 8, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. There's my 8. Thank you. 8 of cups. I saw it before it came out. Thank you, Creator. You got 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? These people appreciate you. Break down the word appreciate, and it breaks down to appreciate. Okay, we need to really tap into the etymology of these words. We can no longer walk around speaking curses and speaking words without having knowledge of what they mean. Appreciate. Somebody wanted to eat you alive. They appreciate you. They don't appreciate love you. What's going on? Clarify the Two of Cups and the Eight of Cups. What's that? 2, 4, 6, 8. Something about your strength. So the 8-8 portal. Okay. So something around the Lion's Gate. Somebody put out a wish. They said that you would fall. They were waiting for your downfall, and you stood in your power. 8 of Cups. Somebody just says you're a spiritual Houdini. Where exactly did you go? It's a mystery. It's a mystery. That's what they're saying. Clarify. They were anticipating a downfall. What happened to the downfall? Yeah, look, 8 of Wands. This wanted to come up in the reverse. There's my 8. There's my 8. 8, 8. There's 3 8s, okay? Because on this card, if you zoom in, you see that number 8 right there. It's a major arcana. So 888, abundance, okay? You were somewhere on a whole other timeline. They want to know, why weren't you available? Where did you go? Which way did you go? These people are confused with the Two of Swords. Clarify. They sent out a nice wrecking ball, and the divine was there. Divine intervention stepped in. So they want to know how, what, when, why, where. How, what, when, why, and where. How did that happen? What happened? We planned this so diligently, so consistently. Listen, you were being called to high honor. You could have been at your own graduation. Yeah, look at these people. The 7 of Swords. So where exactly did the energy go? This is what they want to know. Aw, that's crazy. Why they come over here so we can answer their questions? If they put that energy out there and they were for certain that this will create your downfall, they were banking on it. They celebrated too soon. They celebrated a win after they had lost their way, lost their sense of reality, lost the reason why they were even doing this to begin with. What happened there? This is what they're saying. Sounds like a whole bunch of confusion, because with the 4 of Swords, somebody's laid out. Somebody got laid down. Okay. Yeah, I just heard they're about to go lay down. They're about to go lay down. They look like clowns. Something about the clowns being laid down in their own circus. Damn. That's one hell of a download. You got the King of Pentacles here. That's stability. That's grounded. That's a big word. Okay, the Hierophant being called to higher honor. They want to know what the heck happened. How the heck? What the hell? How the hell? Okay, you got the 7 of Swords and you got the Knight of Pentacles. So these are people that were trying to stay close in proximity, close enough that they could witness your downfall. Because what good is a downfall over somebody that they don't like if they can't see the show? Somebody wanted to get close. The Knight of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords is sneaky and deceptive behavior. Knight of Pentacles is something that appears to be an offer, but it's really something that's not even real. It's like somebody saying, hey, you need any help? After they spent all night praying against you. 7 of Swords, somebody wanted a front row seat to the downfall that never happened. So somebody's still waiting. What are they waiting for? Yeah, what are they waiting for? The 10 of Swords. Somebody was like, well, wait a minute. This is supposed to be a crime scene. This is supposed to be, look, I can't make it up. Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, sneaky, deceptive. But at the same time, somebody's shaking your hand, okay, and hiding the rock behind their other hand, behind their back, behind their other hand, hiding their hand behind their back. Thank you. Throwing a rock and hiding their hand. Clarify. They were waiting. Yeah, this stuff is all the way over. 5 of Swords in the reverse. What happens? Well, you know, at some point, this energy is going to go back. They just don't know when. They don't know how. They don't know what. They don't know what. They're still waiting for this energy to hit you, 10 of Swords. But with the 5 of Swords in the reverse, they don't know when it's going to backfire. They don't have a clue. This is what Spirit is saying. Clarify, they're still waiting for the downfall. Delay, procrastination. They feel like something's taking too long. Where's it at? What's going on? Oh man, it's a tower. Okay. This is supposed to be something that was supposed to destroy you. Okay. With the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, this was something that somebody wanted to happen in front of a lot of people. With the Four of Swords, somebody tried to lay something down, but now they got to lay down. It's a bunch of clowns that got to lay down. I wonder, do people get tired of planning their own circus, showing up to their own circus, being the clowns, and they want you to be the clown in their circus too? You're not interested. You're being held to high honor. Look at you in this humanitarian energy, Hierophant, Two of Cups, Ace of Wands. This is creativity. Yeah, Eight of Wands. This was a backfire. Clarify. They want to know what happened. I feel like these people are stuck. Yeah, they're stuck in between two realms, two possibilities. This is all being created by way of their conscious level, okay? Or the lack thereof. Somebody couldn't think high enough. Somebody couldn't think big enough to try to attack you at this level. You uphold the law. Your life is protected by the divine. Ace of Wands. They don't believe it. They don't have to, but they're still anticipating this downfall. The Tower, Five of Swords in the reverse, Seven of Swords is like sneaking up. And again, that Knight of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles, somebody's riding the fence. Somebody's expecting something to happen. Ooh, the Nine of Swords, honey. Somebody's expecting for that wrecking ball to hit you, but it didn't. And now something has expired. Somebody's like, yo, this is taking way too long. This should have hit this person by now. Somebody's not sleeping at night. They need to go to bed at night. They need to go to bed. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. Yeah, I can't make it up. You got King of Wands energy. Okay. Clarify the King of Wands. Leadership. I just heard the head of the operation. Okay. You got the Ace of Cups energy. So you got some type of supernatural fire coming up out of this here. This is like walking through fire, but not consumed or singed by the fire. That's beautiful. You come out of this fire carrying an Ace of Cups, water overflowing. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me on the Two of Wands all the days of my life, and I'm connected to the divine eternally. Two of Swords, okay? So these people need to know every time they mention the divine collective's name, every time they envision our faces, they need to see the divine. That's just what it is. So before they decide to put that prayer out, or that nasty negative thought, or that thought process, or however their minds are scrambled up to be, they need to know that they're projecting that energy out to the Creator. The Creator is going to pick up on it. The Creator is saying, I'm going to govern these affairs of men, women, and children. I am one with my chosen ones. So when you see them, you see me. Okay. When you see him, you see me. When you see her, you see me. Listen, I can make it up. The Four of Pentacles, somebody's on mute. Somebody's on mute. Somebody is at a loss for words because they don't know how the heck this didn't hit you. Okay. So what's this about? What they got going on? Somebody's like, how the hell? What the hell? Who the hell? How the hell? What the hell? They tried to send you to hell. So you walked through hell and you weren't consumed by the fire. You ever seen somebody walk through hell and do this, waving to all the demons? Who the hell gonna create a hell for you that you ain't already walked through if you're a Hierophant? Who was funding the operation? Who was at the head of this decision? Who made the executive decision? And something good is about to happen. Clarify something good is about to happen, Holy Spirit. Something good is about, I can't make this up. Nine of Pentacles. Last time I checked, Nine of Pentacles is one pentacle away from 10. Okay. King of Cups energy. Well, this attack brought you closer to self-love and humanitarianism. It's something about taking your pain and turning it into power. But this is the thing, y'all. Whatever this pain was that somebody sent you, the Ten of Swords, they wanted to turn it into a tower. You took the pain and you turned it into power. However, this was not even pain that belonged to you. You weren't even supposed to be holding this. What's this about? Yeah, get that up out of here. Judgment. Yeah. It's like somebody sending you their pain because they're in pain, but that's not even your pain. You're not even responsible for that. So I can't even say that you took the pain that these people sent you and turned it into power. I feel like you turned your own pain, anything that you were doing to yourself and or allowing to happen. You took control of your life. You took your own pain. You said, oh, this pain belongs to me. Oh, I'm going to hold myself accountable. Oh, I'm going to be responsible. I'm going to turn my own pain into power. And somebody goes out and they're like, Five of Swords on your ass. You're going to take my pain too. And it didn't go nowhere. Okay. No, we're not responsible for that. This is the age of responsibility, freedom. Yeah, you are free from other people's turmoil and their projections and, redirections and all these creative ideas that aren't so creative about how to redirect all this nasty karma that belongs to the person who sent it. Somebody's about to get a surprise visit from their own energy, because with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Swords, that smells like a backfire. With the Tower and the Two of Pentacles, somebody's energy is scattered. And this could represent their mental state or the lack of consciousness in between two realms, the Seven of Swords, and somebody's raggedy bastard dog face ass wanted a front row seat to this destruction with the Nine of Swords. Well, they're getting a front row seat to destruction, okay? They absolutely are. I just realized in this picture, you see how there's a picture within the picture? That's the Five of Swords up there. The Nine of Swords, stressed out, losing sleep. Oh my God, what did I do? You know exactly what you did, and you're being reminded of it. And you will continue to be reminded of it. Whoever you are, wherever you're at, you're going to get the message. Listen, hand signed and or delivered from the creator of all things by way of the messengers that have been sent. Five of Swords. Somebody can't stop thinking about this betrayal. Yeah, this is the same picture that's in there. This is what's on their mind. This is the same picture. This picture is the same picture right there. And these are the swords above their bed and them thinking all night. Look at the Five of Swords. Where's collective? Collective is gone. Your swords are on the ground. So how could you be fighting somebody if your swords are on the ground? Somebody thought they were going to make you fight. Okay. You had taken your own pain and turned it into power with strength energy, the Lion's Gate. You took full advantage of the Lion's Gate. And somebody thought you were going to take their pain just for shits and giggles, because with the Knight of Pentacles is a ballsy energy. There's somebody coming in. Look at the way this person is comfortable. Smoking a cigarette, something like that. Somebody thought they were going to come in and get a front row seat to your destruction. Get it out. Destruction. I was going to say destructive behavior. That's a new level of diabolicalness. You know what I mean? It's like somebody that want to get real close and watch you suffer, but not help you. But see, that moment was never created into reality. It never came. So now what? Well, here's what's happening. Now what? I just heard chicken butt. Okay, you little chicken butt. Somebody scared? Somebody shaking in their boots? They don't know where the backfire went. Because if they're in the Two of Pentacles, that means their mind is kind of playing topsy-turvy. Somebody's fighting their own consciousness and subconsciousness. The Tower, the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords, and Judgment and the Three of Swords. Oh man, something was supposed to take you up out of here. That's what they said. Clarify this person. They want to know, well, where's the energy at? I don't know, but collective is in the Four of Wands. That's a big party right there. That's a spiritual extravaganza. I just heard, girl, get comfortable. We gonna do something we never done before. Maybe not the usual. Tonight we getting unpredictable. Six of Swords, okay? Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, honey, it is peaceful. You transmuted your own pain, the pain that you were responsible for, and you released other people's pain, and you sent it back with love, with clear, concise accuracy for them to receive their own energy with the hopes that they too can do the same. No harm, no foul, no ill intention sent. And so now somebody is spent. Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords is another classic case of somebody sending out something that they don't know how to transmute. Now they're going to be talking over you or trying to. That's what I just heard, to try to doppelgang your words. You ever seen a word doppelganger? Somebody that wants to say what you say with the hopes that what you did is going to work for them by way of you getting through whatever your pain was, what you were responsible for. That age of sovereignty, that that agreement with your higher self is you taking accountability for yourself. You said, I'm going to take this pain. I'm responsible for this. This is mine right here. Okay, cool. And I'm going to turn it into something else. I'm also going to accept this beautiful offer from the hands of the divine, which represents overflow of peace, love, and abundance for myself, first and foremost. And what overflows from my cup is what I'm willing to share with other people. Hence the Six of Swords. That's a healing energy. Age of Aquarius. What's good? And you took it and you did it. Breathing underwater and you're feeling fine, but there's fire underwater. You ever seen fire burn underwater? It's interesting. It's possible. Don't let anybody tell you differently. Listen, something about setting fire to the rain, setting fire to your emotions. You had to keep it real with yourself under that Cancerian energy moon. Those emotions, you may have even dropped a tear with that Ace of Cups overflowing. This looks like tears falling. But tears for what? Tears that are healing. It's a valve, if you will. It's a release. That's what that moon is supposed to be used for. You released all that did not belong to you, and what was left was your responsibility. You turned around and made a conscious decision, and you turned it into the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. And how did you end up at a party? How? This is what they want to know. Like, what the hell? This is what they're saying. Like, oh my God. How did you end up at a party? How did you know that that energy that we sent you didn't belong to you? Well, because the past is still being finished, but it has been rewritten. Like, get it together. Nine of Swords, child. Listen. Setting fire to the rain. Breathing underwater and you're feeling fine. Everything they did to you was going back to them like a boomerang. They better prepare themselves. Because whatever is going back to whomever sent that out, whatever they got going on, they're going to have to guard themselves from their own energy. You ever seen somebody hiding from their own energy? It's crazy. My head's under water and I'm feeling fine. All of me needs all of me. All my words and all my thoughts and all my perfections and all my imperfections are perfect. Yeah, you ever see somebody with perfect imperfections? Somebody that's comfortable with their imperfections. Yeah, I love it. There's no insecurities there. There's no room for insecurities. Yeah, not at this level. Now somebody's trying to get information. You got a couple of earth devils that are earthbound in the Nine of Swords trying to get information about what you got going on. Oh my God, it's the Five of Cups. We're going to leave it right there. I could go a little bit further, but I feel like the rest is going to be a surprise. Okay. So with that being said, I love y'all. Remember to like, love, share, and or subscribe. Most High God willing, and Most High God is always willing when I'm willing. So I'm very willing. I'm very grateful that the divine is choosing to use me, this platform, to channel these very important messages. Listen, I will be back in the next video. Until then, peace be with you.